If there is one way you don't want to spend $1 million for a debut, it's going to be NiP and Dev1ce, guys. Yes, Flashpoint Season 3, also an RMR event, a huge event at that, and the debut series for Dev1ce with Ninjas in Pajamas ever since leaving Astralis. Well, it was ruined by what's being called 30 to 40% packet loss. NiP clearly very upset. So let's break down the situation as per usual, huh? Hope you guys are all sipping on something. I got some water. I got some coffee out there. What do y'all got? Because it's actually first, before the match even started, a huge delay being hit, to which Dev1ce then took to Twitter to explain that apparently we will have to play on 30 to 40% packet loss, to which they actually go on to dominate map 1. It was apparently throughout map 1 and 2 they had some pretty bad packet loss, but potentially map 3. We'll get to NiP's statement last. But yes, they dominate map 1, and then they fall to Anonymous in a map 3 overtime loss.
Drops regardless. He knew somebody's there, but he's still being deleted. Rez now, he's got to deliver this kill, but no. 3 versus 5 for NiP as they're charging in. ZTR utterly deleted. This could be the end of the road for NiP in his first series. Dev1ce spamming with the Desert Eagle. They've got to find 5 players, 3 of which are heavily tagged, but how on earth are they going to do that? Dev1ce with 9 HP now. So many bullets flying their way. Anonymous on the cusp of victory in a significant upset. Snacks taking liberties now, pushing through the smoke because why not? 2 versus 4. Both players low now. Dev1ce and Plopsky. Flashbangs flying through. And then it was just Plopsky. Anonymous have scored the upset and they take it 2-1 over NiP after being deleted on Overpass. They come back with a vengeance with late rounds on both maps.
A great celebration there from the team. Snacks himself, the man.
And afterwards, the whole team obviously frustrated as Dev1ce goes. We lose to Anonymous, very crappy conditions, and I must state my absolute effing disappointment with Facet's amateur handling of the situation. GG, well played. Now, Rez also says, what a joke of an event, being forced to play with full packet loss, can't even use nades or anything. Trash. And then there was also someone going around in everybody's post. People were posting the same exact clip, so I might as well play it for you guys. What supposedly around 40% packet loss actually would look like, as many people out there were debating whether or not Astralis was exaggerating their amount of packet loss, which later came out to be it wasn't consistent packet loss this bad, but it was at times spiking to being around this bad. And hey, maybe it's just me from my old Gold Nova days, but I swear to gosh dang it, some people on the opposing team would do this on purpose, you know, have that packet loss, and it would actually, like, it would work against me. I imagine pro play compared to Gold Nova, that does not exactly how it works, or we'd be seeing pro teams giving themselves packet loss on purpose. Now, despite all of this, yes, there were a few people to question, you know, is this legit? Are they exaggerating things? It was a back and forth between Richard Lewis and Dev1ce as well, which continued for quite some time around this debate. As it was actually first Richard in a response saying, anyone claiming they played a game on 30 to 40% loss is full of crap. If that much of game information wasn't turning up, you'd be literally running into walls and couldn't shoot at targets. Anyone will tell you 5% is essentially unplayable. Dev1ce then responds saying, are you effing kidding me? Go get the server logs of Faceit. Richard continues, choke, I could believe I played with 10% loss and movement was close to impossible. People teleporting, etc. Unless the game has drastically changed, I can't believe 30% or more. Sorry. Dev1ce then continues, so it's not 30% in net graph, but routing issues which spikes to 30% loss in random situations. I mean, everyone involved at NiP and Flashpoint can confirm it. It was literally times where you couldn't pull out a nade, I stuck and couldn't move, etc. Don't know how to explain. Again, Richard goes, okay, so it wasn't constant 30 to 40% loss then, which it clearly couldn't have been just simply by watching the game. Pick and choose your battles, brother. I'm not trying to fight you. And again, Dev1ce goes, as I said, I'm no technician, but you can literally get Faceit to confirm the routine issues and the logs with the loss of package. I am no expert by any means, but I've played my fair share of games and I have never complained about lag, but this much shouldn't have continued. And very lastly, Richard goes, it wasn't 30 to 40% loss though. No one is saying there wasn't some lag or whatever over the course of the series. So pretty much that 30 to 40% loss was not consistent. It was not constant throughout the series, but at times that is what it spiked to be. Obviously still a pretty big issue, right? And it's unfortunate that NiP maybe did not have the the whereabouts to resolve the issue, and maybe on the other side with FACEIT to maybe kind of try and help them resolve this issue. But who knows what kind of timetables they are also trying to fill. These are the difficult situations you find yourself in. As is this more the team fault? Is it FACEIT and Flashpoint's fault? Is there some sort of middle ground? Yeah, it's very tough, as now Ninjas in Pajamas have made their own statement, and they clearly think it's not their fault, because this was a loaded statement at that. They TLDR the situation, and then they end with some words for Flashpoint. As they say, as many of you have noticed, we experienced some issues during our inaugural Flashpoint RMR game. There has been a lot of speculation floating around on social media, so let's clear this up once and for all. A couple of rounds into Overpass, we flagged that we were experiencing technical issues, as all of our players had packet loss fluctuating up to 30 to 40%. Anonymous was not experiencing the same problem. During the long technical pause you all suffered through, we had a lot of discussions back and forth with the Flashpoint admins and our internet service provider. The issue was a routing problem, which was switching servers did not solve. We tried using a VPN to change the routing, but this ultimately also did not resolve the packet loss. We tried FACEIT servers in different countries, but they were all routed through Germany, causing the same issues. We tried other servers based in Germany from different providers, and it worked flawlessly. Therefore, we offered to play on non-FACEIT servers. Anonymous showed true sportsmanship and was open to any solution to help solve the issue. However, Flashpoint refused any alternative solution presented to them. The decision was made by the admins to force us to play regardless. We played all 3 maps in the series with consistent packet loss. A year ago, we experienced a similar issue against Heretics during the Road to Rio major qualifier. When Heretics experienced internet problems, we waited over an hour and trusted ESL to handle the issue. Ultimately, they decided to postpone the final map to the next day, prioritizing competitive integrity, which we fully agreed with. This precedent was not offered to us when we experienced the above-mentioned issues. The ignorance, stubbornness, and lack of solutions coming from the Flashpoint staff was simply not to standard with what is expected from a major qualifier event. We lost the series to a determined opponent who played a great game, and we accept this, but it's incredibly frustrating to have technical issues beyond our control weighing on us when competing at the highest levels of professional CSGO. We hope that this will be resolved for the sake of all teams going forward, and we are more motivated than ever for our next game on Sunday. So, I mean, what a situation, right? Golly gee, who would have expected this kind of drama? And of course, I think it's natural to maybe bring up the point that they brought up ESL, and there's obviously that rivalry between Flashpoint and ESL. And I mean, it's just, it's tough to know where to stand on this situation. What do you guys think about it? Tough shoes for NiP to be in as well. When you pay so much for someone like Dev1ce, you're so excited for a debut matchup, and these kind of issues are ran into. And then you look at Flashpoint and where they're coming from. It's an overall tough circumstance, I'm sure, for both sides. Hopefully will be resolved for any future teams who undergo similar issues. What do y'all think, huh? Hopefully the next official debut of Dev1ce will be a bit better and a bit more smooth. Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy. All right, take care of yourselves. I'll see you back here sometime soon.